Good day and welcome back to another World of Warcraft video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at the ring deeps and how you can increase your reputation and renown with the assembly of the deeps faction in World of Warcraft and why you should. Now we're going to start with basically the methods of increasing your renown. But firstly, we need to talk about unlocking the faction. Now, unlocking the faction is very easy. You unlock them through the course of the story, and you don't need to hit level 80 to start working on them. You will need 2,500 reputation, as with every other faction, to increase your overall reputation with them. But that is basically it. Once you are good to go, once you've got them unlocked, you can upgrade their renown through pretty much any means necessary. It can be from killing rares, it can be from completing world quests, it can be from completing the various quest lines, which is also very helpful. But there are two very special ways of increasing your renown. One of them being awakened chests from the Awakening Machine event, and the other one being odd gobs of wax, and we'll talk about both. One of the other ways you can increase your reputation with them is by completing certain weekly quests that become available from Dornagal. One of them being a weekly dungeon / world quest / whichever one you choose quest, and this will give you the ability to earn basically 1,500 reputation with a faction of your choice. So let's talk about the Awakening the Machine event, because it's pretty important, to be honest with you. So the Awakening the Machine event is actually a pretty straightforward event. Basically you come to Speaker Kildas, which is available inside Gundagar's, right next to a giant chest that you see here. And you can speak to him and you can do the Awakening the Machine, which basically takes you to an event that you can go and complete. It's very similar to an event you did during the story mode, and this is their version of their weekly quest. So there's no there's no alternative. Basically your goal here is to just sort of help them out and survive as many waves as possible inside of this event, which is pretty simple. I'll probably do a little bit more of an in-depth guide to this event specifically in like another video, but there is a lot of incentive towards doing this event, and one of it obviously is the faction reputation that you get by completing waves and filling up this bar. Every 5th wave will essentially help to fill up the bar. The chest will then give you reputation, but there's a lot of added value. Now you can either choose to leave or start again, and for now we'll leave, but it's a great event for obtaining reputation, but a lot of other rewards as well, which I'll probably talk about in another video. The other way of obtaining reputation is through the handing in of gobs of wax. And odd gobs of wax, basically, to cut a long story short, is a quest that you can do weekly with nobles, where you have to give 10 odd gobs of wax. This gives you reputation quite a bit, 1,000, but also gives you a bunch of other valuable resources. Not to mention, obviously, again, gives you the ability to exchange for Firelight Rubies, which allows you to get a whole bunch of extra added value. Again, I'll probably talk about this in another video, just due to the fact that it requires a little bit of specialized knowledge, but it's quite simple. Once you hit Renown 3, you unlock the ability to find these kind of little dirt piles, I want to say. It's probably the only real accurate way to call them, but they'll be on the ground all over the place. They're like purple. You can see them on the ground, and if you right click them, there's a chance for odd wax to drop. And essentially, as you go through there, oh, there we go, perfect. As you find them, you're able to uplift them, and then, boom, you have a chance for a odd gob wax. Now, it's not always guaranteed, but generally speaking, if you just go digging around, you should be able to get some quite quickly. So that is basically, nabbing yourself all the renown. But it's not just getting renown that's important, it's why you want renown. So to cut a long story short, obviously there's a ton of rewards, and you know, anything from earth encrusted gems to being able to get recipes for certain crafting materials. You're able to, you know, get upgrades to things like your, for example, your snuffling. So you're looking for wax. Now you can get rare events which will drop wax quicker, all those sort of things. But a lot of it's crafting materials, resonance crystals, valor stones, and you know, like things to help you get through all of your various different events that you have, and they'll coincide, like getting toolboxes during snuffling, which will help you during awakening the machine, and vice versa. So just in general, good stuff that essentially allows you to really have good access to improved events across the area, as well as also obviously super valuable crafting materials, upgrading materials, the ability to buy higher level gear, and just in general get good stuff. Obviously, the main attraction for most players will be the mounts and pets. So, for example, the main ones will be your pets. So, Guacamole, which I think is quite cute. Guacamole is basically a little green mole that you can obtain. And then there are two mounts that you can obtain, one ground mount and one flying mount. The ground mount is pretty cool. It is, that is still the pet journal. It is Mudnose, so Crimson Mudnose, very cute little mole creature. And then we have the Cyan Glowmite. So the Cyan Glowmite, very, very cool moth, which I think is really awesome. So yeah, that's it. And then on top of that as well, there is transmog. To purchase all this is very simple. So you just have to come into the Renown Quartermaster Squick, who is also again in Gundagas, so nothing too wild. Come speak to Squick, and then you will be able to buy a whole bunch of stuff, recipes for your you know, different factions, slag equipment, so 584 equipment, 597 equipment, and then the mounts, which is pretty cool. So yeah, really, really good stuff. But yeah, that's it from me. Obviously, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.